Polisario tries to undermine the EU agreements with Morocco, and they finally end up in a worse state than before. It is clear that what is from the Council, but this is to their loss, and this is seen through the number of people who have stopped recognizing it. They exploit propaganda to achieve their ends, but also this has its limits faced with reality. We'd like to contest the agreements on fishing so that they have their authority of people in Sahara, and they find themselves in a precarious situation. Initially, they thought they had a status, but now they have to justify themselves because the European Court of Justice does not recognize them as a representative. It is clear that the Polisario was not a fully fledged state with its own nature, and this is now under question. They had at least the hope of being at least an interlocutor, but the decision from the court says that this is not the case. Thus, the Polisario, who would like to talk to Morocco on the territory, sees its representative undermined. They want to make claims without foundation, and through their errors, they are in a position that is to detriment to its own interests. They now need to choose the battle to justify their existence for the people of the Sahara. It is difficult to imagine that the Polisario has been informed by its support of 2 days, which has legal consequences when they make requests in courts. With courts, we should be best informed before starting a procedure, particularly if it's for the benefit of another state. Polisario has started a legal battle without understanding the consequences of a rejection from the court. They are unable to act directly on the southern provinces. Polisario has taken it upon themselves to counter projects so they can speak. The court rejected the Polisario plan because it was not represented. This was a legal failure and had strategic repercussions. Indeed, following this defeat, it is clear that it cannot claim to represent the rights of the people in the Sahara. It is not only offside in this agreement between the EU and Morocco, but also strategically. Polisario is a puppet of an invisible state and not someone looking for recognition by state and the international community. After this rejection, states who could help the Polisario will not run this risk because of the risk to their own foreign policy. With this failure, the Polisario front has sown doubts with those who should support them. What is important in this fight, it directly relates to human rights and the rights of humanity also. Thank you very much, Chair.